What's up? What's good? What's going on, Scorpio? Happy birthday. So I want to jump in and check your weekend energy. I do know that this is the last, I say happy birthday, but this is a timeless reading. And I do know that this is the last day of Scorpio season, but happy birthday. And let's see what energy you can expect in your weekend ahead, okay? Let's see. Because it's still your birthday weekend, Sag season or not. It's still your birthday weekend, Pooh. So let's see, what energy can you expect? Scorpio, these are general messages, so just take what resonates. If this is something that you're looking in, that you want to hear about, stick around. All right, Scorpio, let's dive in. Spirit, show me clear, concise messages. What's going on for Scorpio? What is the weekend energy for Scorpio? Here's the weekend energy. Thank you. Uh-oh, so we got cock blocking. So you could have somebody, somebody's ego is getting in the way. But Spirit wants you to know not to get too discombobulated by this, Scorpio. And somebody's definitely trying to rain on your parade. They might feel like they trying to take out little competition. There's a falcon on this card. And falcons eat the smaller birds. So there could be somebody that feels like that they the big dog, and you could be entertaining somebody that they feel like is less than for you. But somebody's ego and pride is definitely getting in the way of this connection here. So let me see, Spirit. Show me what's going on for Scorpio in the weekend ahead. Somebody's definitely acting foolish. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you was expecting to get laid this weekend, it might not happen. Let me see. The Ten of Wands is how you're showing up. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is external influence. So somebody that lacks uh, some sort of long-term vision, somebody that lacks some sort of long-term vision, stop. Is trying to throw some sort of extra burden on you, trying to throw some sort of extra work on you at this time. Trying to throw them, I stopped at 2 3 4. So I definitely feel like someone may be trying to throw some extra, like they're trying to just throw some extra burdens, extra responsibilities, trying to stop something from moving forward. This is giving me the energy of somebody, this, like, let's say you're supposed to have a weekend without the kids or girls night out this weekend. Somebody's gonna try to throw a monkey in their ranch here. Yeah, the food card in the reverse. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. The Moon card. Bottom of the deck is the Tower. I do feel like that Spirit wants you, Spirit is advising you to be mindful of this moody energy. Like, I do feel like that you may feel emotionally deregulated or dysregulated, whatever the word is, deregulated. Emotionally out of alignment. In the weekend, a lot of moody energies is coming, and Spirit is advising you just to be mindful of this and understand that you are stretched thin right now. I have to be honest, going into the weekend, I'm speaking to a Scorpio that is kind of stretched thin. Excuse me. Whoever this external person is, possibly a Taurus, um, doesn't necessarily have to be, it could be work. But I don't think it's work. I think it's a person, if I could be honest with you. But you could have a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Like you could find out that some sort of project you've been working on, it didn't really, like, there is something that it's not ready to bring a profit. It's not ready to yield a profit. So you got to go back to the drawing board, or you got to, like, just make some adjustments or something like that. And that could be presenting some sort of challenge. And it's like, damn, why right now? And I got too much on my plate. I can't handle this right now. It could be that mindset. Most importantly, I feel like that, you have a lot on your plate. And I definitely feel like that someone is being quite reckless and foolish. Okay. So, I don't know. I think I would advise you to be mindful of taking, like, I think whatever this person is offering you, like if someone's trying to offer you some help or they notice that you got a lot on your hands, and someone's just trying to offer some help to take the load off your hands, be mindful in the way that you feed into that. This person is definitely feeding you some sort of unrealistic expectations. What this person is offering you has limited success and or reward attached to it, and it's telling me that it would be quite reckless for you to invest in this situation in the weekend ahead. So just be advised that the energy that may be leading you to taking this reckless risk is definitely based off of fears, anxieties, and just feeling overwhelmed. Okay. So don't allow your moodiness to put you into situations that have possible long-term consequences, because this person, it would be a complete upheaval. And it's like this person, this energy, if you attach to it or you feed into this energy too much in the weekend ahead, it looks like that it blocks opportunities coming in. Okay. It throws things off of alignment for you. What's going on in the love energy? What's going on in the love energy for the weekend ahead for Scorpio? Love energy for the weekend ahead for Scorpio. Past life love. So I definitely feel like that if you're relating to this in romance, I do feel like that this is a very intense connection. However, I feel like that in the weekend ahead, your capacity is at max. I do feel like that you are undergoing some sort of spiritual transformation. And in that spiritual transformation, you will go through a shedding process. But in the weekend ahead, I don't think that you have the capacity to really embark on this intense connection. Okay, but you're right. This is an intense connection. But if you was to indulge in this person in the weekend ahead, it has a limited reward on it. It's not going to yield you the reward that you would expect. And because you already have so much on your plate, there's no need taking that risk with the Fool card being in the reverse. And besides, I just want you to know that if you're relating to this in love, yes, it's an intense connection, but this person doesn't really know what they want right now at this time. And that could be an Aquarius, a Taurus, maybe a Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Sag. What are the general messages for the weekend ahead for Scorpio? General messages for the weekend ahead for Scorpio. Passion. Passion is igniting your relationships. Attraction and excitement fuel the connection, bringing vitality and energy. But see, we have sacrifice right here. It says over sacrificing may lead to a loss of self. It's time to reevaluate the boundaries in this relationship. And that's what I'm talking about. I feel like that you have too much going on right now to accommodate for this intense connection. And I feel like that if you were to take this intense connection on in the weekend ahead, something else would sacrifice, it would take, like you would be sacrificing something else. And whatever that something else is that you would sacrificing, it's actually coming in with a reward. But in the weekend ahead, you have the potential to stall or derail that opportunity, is what it's telling me. All right. So what is the most important thing for Scorpio to know walking away from this reading, Spirit? The most important thing for you to know, yes, I can't, like, your message is absolutely clear. This person, whoever this person is for you, they're definitely an energy vampire, okay? This is a draining connection. You have way too much going on and you do not have the capacity to handle this connection at this time, okay? So Spirit is definitely wanting you to protect your energy because this connection definitely has some sort of toxic influence, okay? All right, Scorpio. So that's what I got for you. I hope that this message was able to offer you some guidance and clarity. If so, please do not forget to smash that thumbs up button. Peace, love, and light. What's up? What's good? What's going on, Sagittarius? So let's jump in and see. Let's check your weekend energies, right? You guys, these are general messages, but you know that. So just take what resonates and chuck the rest for someone else. All right, Spirit, show me clear, concise messages. What is the energy that Sag can expect in the weekend ahead? What is the weekend energy for Sagittarius, Spirit? Thank you. So we have threatening. So we have intimidating, threats, and bothered. So somebody is definitely bothered by you this weekend. Someone is definitely intimidated. And look, you're too busy winning. Your light irritates their demons. So you definitely have someone intimidated in the weekend ahead. Well, doesn't that sound... Let's see, Spirit. Show me clear, concise messages for my Sagittarian 9th house collective. I will say that I did, as I was cleaning up the desk from Scorpio's reading, I did hear Adele's Water Under the Bridge. So I stopped and listened to that for a second. So, I don't know, that could play into it. This could be, the Knight of Cups to the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone that is bothered. This is, I feel like that you're too busy winning. This person is intimidated that you're running off to other energies. But this is someone that is like, oh, hold on. Tell me our love ain't water under the bridge. I know you ain't moved on already. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy I'm getting. Let me see, Spirit. Show me clear, concise messages. What is the weekend energy for my Sagittarian collective? What is the weekend energy for my Sagittarian collective? Someone's definitely bothered. You're showing up as the 8 of Swords. We have the Sun card in the reverse. The 5 of Swords in the reverse. The Page of Wands. And then the Page of Cups. The Knight of Cups is right at the bottom of the deck. So I definitely feel like that there's a lack of clarity here. And I do feel like that, I have to be honest, I have a Sagittarius that is kind of like, I don't know, it's like somebody is kind of like, I don't like this. It looks like Sagittarius in the weekend ahead, it looks like that someone successfully gets you up in your head because they're not hopeful, or like, I don't know, this person isn't optimistic in the direction that the connection is going. It's like there's someone in your atmosphere, and this is giving off a person, I have to be honest with you. I feel like that there is someone in your atmosphere that is kind of like I don't know, like this person isn't optimistic about what's going on between the two of you. Also, this person is trying to kind of like push you into playing into their hand so that they have the upper hand. I feel like someone is successfully getting you up in your head in the weekend ahead. And then, to be all actual honesty, Spirit is saying like you have so much other stuff to be focused on. Like you have so many other blessings coming in for you. You shouldn't be worried about this one, and you don't have to fake flex. And if you think that this person has some sort of upper hand, Spirit is saying that this person is fake flexing because your light irritates their demons. And also, like, at the end of the fucking day, this is someone that wants to be with you. So like this person, like, so in the weekend ahead, it definitely looks like that there's a romantic interest playing mind games here. Even the 5 of Swords is in the challenging position here. I do feel like the challenge is to have some sort of peaceful end to the conflict. And the reason why there's a challenge having this peaceful end to the conflict is because this person, the sun card in the reverse, it literally says ego, self-sabotaging, over enthusiasm. But this person is hindering forward movement here. Whoever this external influence is, it's definitely hindering forward movement. And I do feel like that. Like I said, I feel like that you moving forward intimidates this person, but I also feel like that this person is like whatever tactic they're using because they feel intimidated, it's successfully getting you in your head and creating some sort of mental fog, mental confusion around your Nine of Pentacles, around like it's creating confusion and uncertainty as to which path you should take for your best and highest good. Your advice is the Page of Wands. I do feel like that you are being advised to, like, when something doesn't go your way or plans go, like, I want you to be excited. And what is perceived to be bad news, what others may perceive to be bad news, I feel like that it actually comes through as good news for you because it allows you to disembark from that and embark on a brand new journey here. Yeah. Yeah, see, there's new opportunities. I do. I feel like that there's an insincere apology possibly coming. It's like something, even if it's not insincere, it's underdeveloped. You know what I'm saying? And I was watching this lady the other day make some bread on the internet, and she was trying a new recipe, and it wasn't done on the inside, but it was getting, she kept on calling it rustic antique on the outside, right? So therefore it was getting crispy on the outside. And I feel like that there's something that, like, even though it looks like it's done, it's still underdeveloped on the inside. And that's important for you to know. And I feel like that awareness should be enough for you to receive that as, I see, thank you. And no longer be offended by their inability to show up or provide the goods, right? Because that just lets you know that this isn't the opportunity that you've intuitively been feeling that is coming your way, right? So let's see, Sag, if you're relating to this in love. If you're relating to this in love, what is the message of love, Spirit? If Sagittarius is relating to this in love, what is the message? Intuition. I knew I felt something about your intuition. I knew I felt it. Intuition. You already know all of the answers that you seek, and you've already mastered this spiritual lesson. You've learned this spiritual lesson. There's no need to repeat an unnecessary cycle. I do feel like that you are dealing with someone that has the tendency to self-sabotage and allows their ego to get in the way of the connection here, okay? So I feel like the challenge, I do feel like that there's going to be a challenge moving on from this situation. I feel like that you may get up in your head hoping for some sort of resolution within this situation. But Spirit is telling you to really get excited about new adventures about to open up for you. Let's see, Spirit. What is the general message coming through for Sag in the weekend ahead? What is the general message? Thank y'all so much for smashing that thumbs up button. It's thoroughly appreciated. So we have creativity coming out. It says your creativity is flourishing, allowing you to bring new ideas and perspectives into in all areas of your life. And then I also do have family in the reverse. So there could be some unresolved issues or emotional conflicts within the family dynamic in the weekend ahead that may spill over into the week ahead. So just be mindful, especially with your general message being that you may be really creative. So like, if you like, let's just say that you're remodeling, you may spend a lot of time this weekend remodeling, and Spirit is saying, to be mindful. Foresight is saying, be mindful to kind of balance that, because I do see some sort of unresolved issues because of poor leadership that could be getting in the way of your family life, okay? But it does look like that your creativity is going, like this is definitely the weekend to, if you do any arts and crafts, this is the weekend to get into arts and crafts. If you are like doing makeup or nail tutorials, definitely get out there and do that this weekend. I do feel like that the creative juices are flowing in your favor for you to be productive in the weekend ahead. But I just have to caution you against some sort of work-life balance, because I do feel like that you do have some sort of success that's coming in for you here in the very near future. I just don't want you to over give into your creativity to a point that someone can guilt trip you, therefore draining the life of your creative juices right now, okay? All right, Spirit. And what is the most important message for Sag to know walking away from this reading? What is the most important thing for Sag to know walking away from this reading? Past life. So the most important thing for you to know is that a previous connection, unexplained familiarity, soul memories. So I do feel like that there is someone from your past that, yes, that is coming and popping up. I do feel like this person has commitment issues, and I feel like that this person is coming towards you doing anything to get your attention. However, like I said, it does appear to be coming off as some sort of sabotaging behavior. So Spirit is saying, don't really feed into it too much. Take that as your opportunity to shift your direction and explore other pathways, okay? Sagittarius, this could involve a Leo, an Aries, a Sag, a Gemini, an Aquarius, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, guys, so that's what I got for you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. What's up? What's good? What's going on, Capricorn? So let's jump in and see what is the energy surrounding you in the weekend ahead. So let's do your energy check-in for your weekend ahead, Capricorn. Capricorn, these are general messages, so just take what resonates and chuck the rest for someone else. All right, Spirit, let's see. Tap me in, Spirit. Tap me in. All right, Spirit, tap me in. Clear, concise messages. What's the energy surrounding the Capricorn collective in the weekend ahead? What is the energy surrounding the Capricorn collective? Oh, shit, Capricorn. An offer. It says call to case. So, like, some of you all could be, like, those of you all that are fighting some sort of, like, some of y'all could be receiving some sort of plea deal or something like that, okay? Others of you all, I do feel like some of you all could receive an offer on a house this weekend as well. Like, you could be putting an offer in on a house, or you could be receiving an offer on your existing house, okay? Others of you all, I had to be honest, weekend energy, sexual irritation, like there could be, you know, just things not flowing right. There could be, like somebody could have got, like, there's definitely called a case is here, and it doesn't necessarily have to be an STD, even though it can be an STD, okay? But I definitely see that in the weekend ahead. I don't know, maybe you're just not feeling good and you're needing to just go visit the doctor, get some medicine to get over this little bug or whatever the case may be. But others of you all, there is this energy of you finding out of some sort of sexual infection. Who am I talking to, Capricorn? Let's see, Spirit, show me clear, concise messages. What's the energy for the Capricorn collective? The Two of Swords in the reverse. You can't ignore something anymore. The King of Swords is in the upright. The Hermit card is here. The Hanged Man. We have the Pisces Virgo axis here. So there's definitely something karmically trying to be balanced out on that axis here. The Eight of Pentacles is the likely outcome. I need some understanding. What is this card a case? The Five of Swords. I have to be honest with you. I feel like the reason that the honey, I don't know what the fuck this is. Because I got to be honest with you, the message that's coming through immediately is, okay, so I definitely feel like that there is some sort of reckless energy because the Ace of Wands is in the reverse. So I definitely feel like that someone's passionate desires have gotten them caught up in a situation, and they're weighed down now. You know what I'm saying? Like they definitely weighed down, and I definitely do see an STD with the Ace of Wands in the reverse and the Five of Swords. That's definitely an STD, okay? So some of you all could be finding out about an STD in the week and ahead. However, and I feel like that you finding out this information, I feel like that this is someone that is wanting to make amends. Like this person desires your forgiveness. And I feel like that this, like how you're showing up in the weekend ahead, Capricorn, is an information overload. It's like you're overwhelmed by what it is that you're having to digest, okay? Who this person is the King of Swords. This person ain't even trying to, like the King of Swords for the external influence. You know, this person is like making a head over heart decision, like they got to do what's right. This person is coming to you, bringing you this information, bringing this offer towards you because they're trying to do what's right. You know what I'm saying? This person wants to be truthful. They want to offer some sort of mental clarity. However, the challenge here is I definitely feel like that you have withdrawn from this situation. It's like you feel like you see the situation clearly. You're overwhelmed by the information that you're receiving and you feel lost. And your advice is the Hanged Man. And that's about needing to just take a second, pause, look at things differently before you continue to take action. Okay. I definitely feel like that there is a need to, like you just seen this truth and the Spirit is saying, give yourself a second. I kept on hearing hyperventilate. Give yourself a second to process what it is that you just seen so that you can see the higher perspective or so that you can see this from another perspective, because the initial perspective is information overload and shock, right? I do feel like that the outcome of this is the Eight of Pentacles and it's in the upright. So I do feel like that there is some sort of development, okay? I do feel like that there is some sort of working towards, there's Eight of Pentacles, self-mastery, the Lover's card, the Page of Wands, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, someone doesn't, like, I have to be honest, I'm getting the energy, Capricorn, that someone doesn't want to be done. They want to try this again. This could be a Pisces, a Virgo, a Taurus, a Gemini. a Libra. Let me see, Spirit. If this is love for Capricorn, what is the message of love here? Spirit is saying it is safe for you to trust in this situation. It is here for you. It is safe for you to trust in this situation. Trust the information that you're receiving. It does look like, I have to be honest with you, it looks like that this person is desiring to make amends, right? I do feel like that there are some delays with this person coming towards you, because this person, if I'm being honest with you, if you had blocked this person, or if you and this person had some sort of off season, they could have went in another direction and caught a case. Like they could have caught in a case somewhere else. And I do feel like that like if that's the case, no pun intended, if they caught a case and that be the case, then there's delays to this person coming towards you to make amends, to make this offer, okay? But Spirit is saying it is safe for you to trust in this situation. And like I said, guys, this caught a case. It could be an STD because the Ace of Wands is here and it is in the reverse. But others of you all, this person could have caught a case that is causing them to have to make some arrangements, move things around. They could be having to move because they caught some sort of, domestic violence case or something like that. It could be anything of caught a case. This particular card, it does speak about STD, but that's not going to be everybody's story. What is the general message that's coming through for Capricorn Spirit? Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. Let's see. What is the general message coming through for the weekend energy for Capricorn? So we have security in the reverse. It says you may feel uncertain about your safety and security, or external events may be shaking your foundation. I feel like that there is some sort of information coming in from this King of Swords energy. This is someone that is very stern, very authoritative. I do feel like that this person is coming in with some sort of information, and the information is it's not easy to digest. It does make you feel unstable. Okay, it definitely shakes your foundation here. But I feel like Spirit is, with your advice being the Hangman, Spirit is definitely wanting you to not feel like, don't allow your sense of stability and security to ride on the backs of what this other person is experiencing externally. Spirit is saying, view this from another situation. They're going to learn a lesson that you would have never been able to teach them, okay? And through this person learning this lesson, it's teaching you it's teaching you something about yourself. It's teaching you where you've been making unnecessary sacrifices, okay? Let's see, Spirit. What's the most important thing for Capricorn to know walking away from here? Yeah, shocking news. Shocking news. You won't believe the story. Spirit is saying, I want you to focus on being a better version. Like, this is for you, personal growth, okay? So, and that's what, in the Eight of Pentacles for me, when the likely outcome comes, that definitely speaks about self-development for me as a reader, okay? But I definitely feel like that there are some exaggerated truths that are coming through. So I do feel like that there is a truthful conversation that you're having with this person. I do feel like that I feel like that this person don't buy in too much to the storyline of what this person is offering, because there are some exaggerated truths to this person's offer in this season, okay? All right, this could be, I already read that down. So that's what I got for you, Capricorn. I hope that this message was able to offer you some guidance and clarity. What's up? What's good? What's going on, Aquarius? So let's jump in and check your weekend energy. What is the energy surrounding you in the weekend ahead? Aquarius, these are general messages, but you know that. So please just take what resonates and chuck the rest for someone else. All right, Spirit, tap me in for Aquarius. Tap me in for Aquarius. Aquarius, it's a rainy, gloomy day. Uh, all right, there it goes. Ooh, the overall energy, the energy surrounding you in the week ahead is bad habits. So we have drugs, addictions, and toxicity. And child services. Oh, shit. What's good? Is everything okay? We have threatening right behind that. Someone else just had threatening. I can't remember who it was. Could have been no. I can't remember who it was. But we have bad habits. So I definitely feel like giving into like kind of like repeating patterns. Okay. Let me just dive into this and see what's going on. What's good with this, man? What's going on with bad habits for Aquarius? So we have addiction. So this is definitely giving the devil energy, right? And the child services is more or less giving the Six of Cups. So there's someone from your past that is influencing. There's like, you know what I'm saying? Like you have some sort of toxic desire, toxic temptation to go towards the past, and it's not a very good past either. So let's see. Let's see, how is Aquarius showing up in the weekend ahead? So we have the Ace of Cups, but it is coming out to the side. I'm going to put it in the upright, but that does speak about some sort of like how you're showing up. You could be facing some sort of emotional loss. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, maybe there's a breakup and you're tempted to like have a drink or to whatever your vice was back in the day, right? External influences is the Ace of Wands. So this is giving off like what the fuck? We have the Two of Wands in the reverse here. The Nine of Swords is in your advice position. And the Empress is here in the likely outcome. The Hangman, I definitely need you to take a second before proceeding forward. There's a need to take a pause here. You're showing up as the Ace of Cups. And like I said, it was kind of in the challenging position. You could be like, I don't know, experiencing something new because the external influence is a new project, passion. So like, I definitely feel like that you could be indulging in meeting something new. You're creative. You're showing up as creative. The Ace of Wands is the urge to create, right? So there's some sort of potential new beginning that's coming in your vicinity. However, the challenge here is this is not in alignment because of lack of planning or something like that. I don't know. Some of you all, the likely outcome this weekend, if you give in to this person from your past, because I dare not go deep enough to say that I have, which probably is this, like the whole collective message, is that there's a heart chakra opening or you've recently went through some sort of major change that's opened your heart chakra, and because you're showing up as new feelings, creative energy, right? You're showing up as brand new emotional fulfillment. The external influences is a new project, a potential beginning. However, there's a lack of planning in it. And I do feel like that brings about some anxieties and some, like, because you leap towards this with lack of planning, without foresight, it could bring about some unexpected, I don't know, spirit just definitely wants you to take a second. There's something about divine timing. You're in a new phase, Aquarius. You're definitely in a new phase. There's some sort of new beginning that's trying to come your way. You're in some sort of new beginning. However, you may be relapsing due to like the new beginning being slow. You know, like a lot of us miss out on good movies because we can't make it through that slow start. You know what I'm saying? There definitely could be some sort of slow start. And so you're like, yeah, no, this ain't happening. So off to the next one. And I feel like that the next one is not one that you want to jump into without planning here. Like, don't allow your fears and anxiety to lead you, but also don't dismiss them because they are communicating with you some very valuable and useful information that you yourself have to learn to use in a way that benefits you. Okay. All right, Spirit. So if Aquarius is relating to this in love, what is the message of love? If Aquarius is relating to this in love. Mastery, you've learned this spiritual lesson. Yeah, see, there is a new love coming towards you, but I feel like that if you jump into this, the chemistry is absolutely mutual. However, I feel like that if you jump into this recklessly, too ambitious without really making the necessary taking the necessary steps to get this in alignment, like not get it into alignment, to allow it to flow into alignment, right? I definitely feel like that spirit is wanting you to not jump into, you've learned about the consequences about jumping into something without clear planning, about clearly knowing which direction you're headed in, right? Or going towards situations for stability purposes. Because I feel like that like you're the creative juice. I have to be honest with you. You're the Ace of Cups. The external influence is it's the urge to create, right? It is the new opportunity. It's the potential beginning. But it's like you're the crayon. You're the crayon. They're just the paper. And I do think that that's like they're both equally needed, but I do feel like one carries more value than the next. So let's see, Spirit, what is the general message? What is the general message here? Learning in the reverse. You may be neglecting an importance of continued learning or feeling complacent and unprepared for the changing demands. See, I just feel like that you have expectation in the reverse. Unrealistic expectations are causing you to, like, you know what I'm saying? You've learned a spiritual lesson. Just because you've learned it doesn't mean that you, like, moving forward, it doesn't mean that you don't, like, you have to apply that. You have to apply it moving forward. You can't just jump into situations with that baby's full protection. Once you've learned and mastered a spiritual lesson, you have to move according to, it's like once you're a black belt, baby, you got to move like you're a black belt or you're going to guarantee get your ass whooped. Walk around and pick a fight with a black belt, or walk around with a black belt and let somebody come towards you and pick a fight with you and you got a black belt on. Baby, that's somebody that feels like they can whoop the ass of someone with the black belt. And here you are and you got a damn green belt. Ah, Pookie Tookie, you can get laid out. Okay, so what's the most important thing for Aquarius to know walking away from this reading? Two-faced it. Yeah, there's something about this new project that I just want you, like, you're an overnight success. Okay, but someone is trying to ride your, says one thing and does another one. Betrayal behind kindness. So this pretend loyalty, trust carefully. I definitely feel like that whatever this new opportunity is, that is coming in the weekend for you, there's something that you definitely need to proceed with caution when it comes to that. Okay, Aquarius, this could be pertaining to a Libra, a Taurus, a Gemini, an Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Take it as it resonates. All right, Aquarius, thank you so much for supporting the channel. It is greatly appreciated. What's up? What's good? What's going on, Pisces? So let's jump in and check your weekend energies. Pisces, these are general messages, so please just take what resonates and chuck the rest for someone else. All right, Spirit, tap me in for Pisces. What is the overall energy? What's the energy around the Piscean collective? What is the weekend energy for the Piscean collective? What energy is around them this weekend? What is the overall energy? Ooh, things may be a little disarrayed. Kind of may be hard to shuffle. Things may not be flowing. Let's see, Spirit, what's the energy for Pisces for the weekend ahead? Wow, we have legal issues and an offer. And so for me to say things may be hard to shuffle. You may, like there could be some sort of offer that comes in. So who am I talking to? Pisces. There could be some sort of, it says legal issues and offer, hooked. So yeah, there's definitely some sort of offer that's coming in this weekend that I don't know, some of you all, if there is some sort of like, I don't know, like if there's like, if you're in negotiations, I feel like that you would be getting like the negotiation offer is, I don't think, I think that you would be hook, lined, and sinkered if you took it. If you, I think that you could take a second, you may be dodging a bullet, okay? You may be dodging a bullet by not taking that offer. Let's see. Some of you all just need to be aware that someone could be coming your way, wanting to make some sort of negotiation, wanting to, make some sort of, I'm saying plea deal, but this is someone like, come on, can we get to a median on this? Basically is what I'm feeling here. Let me see, Spirit, show me how is Pisces showing up. Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Magician, external influence, the Six of Cups in the reverse. So this could be definitely someone from your past, because the external influence is someone that is stuck in the past. This person does have this person's offer that they're making is very unrealistic, if I could just be quite frank. Yeah. You're the Magician and you may feel like, shit, let me go ahead and take this motherfucking offer. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like because you're feeling hopeless, or you're feeling like this person is just tormenting you, and this will at least bring you peace. But I feel like that would actually get you hooked. Okay. And Spirit is actually saying that you are actually about to get the opportunity to dodge this bullet altogether, because you are the Magician. So it's like Burger King, have it your way right now, but that's in Mercury energy. So it's all in how you yield your resources, and it's all in how you communicate, right? How you deliver what it is that you're proposing, or what's your advice? The Hermit card. Definitely seek your higher self, do some introspection. I would definitely, with your advice is to withdraw from whatever this offer is. I have to be honest with you. The Hermit card is out here in the reverse, and it literally says withdraw. So who am I talking to? Pisces. There's definitely some sort of offer in the weekend ahead that you're being advised to withdraw from. The likely outcome is the devil in the reverse. You detach from something that has the potential to have you hooked, lined, and sinkered. The outcome of this, if you withdraw from this offer, the outcome of this is you reclaiming your power, breaking free, detachment. Bottom of the deck is the Tower card. You see, this, whatever this tower is, whatever this offer is, it is here to bring about some sort of upheaval. But this reading is bringing you a sudden revelation so that you can act accordingly, okay? What is the message of love here for Pisces? What is the message of love here for Pisces, Spirit? A lot of major arcanas here as well, too. And they're all in the position for you. So the Magician showed up for you. The Hermit showed up as your advice, which both of those is Virgo energy. So definitely withdraw from this. Really pay attention to the details of this situation. The devil of this situation is definitely in the details, okay? And that's what Virgo does. Virgo pays attention to the details. So let's see, Spirit. If Pisces is relating to this in love, what is the message for them? Thank you, Spirit. Interference. Yeah, Spirit is wanting you to detach from this. You are the magician. You have the resources. This person has unrealistic expectations. And there's definitely, there's external interference intruding on this relationship. And there's a need for you to set firm, healthy boundaries right now around this situation, this person, if you're relating to this in love. This could be a Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini, Capricorn, maybe even a small hint of Aries. What is the general message here for Pisces for their weekend ahead? We have goals in the reverse. You may feel uncertain about your future goals or your current path no longer aligns with your true desires. You see what I'm saying? You may balance here. Spirit is saying that there is this energy of you growing hopeless and kind of like forgetting that you are the magician here in this situation. So Spirit is saying, don't like it. You may feel uncertain about their future goals, okay? And you're right. This current path, whatever this situation is that is tormenting you, it is no longer aligned with you. And that's why it brings you discord. This discord is not to get you to work with it and to get yourself tied into it even more. It's to understand that this isn't in alignment with your new direction, okay? So I definitely see you making the final decision to decline an offer here that is meant to kind of like get you stuck. What is the most important thing for Pisces to know walking away from this reading? That was quick. Safe space. Spirit is saying protect your vulnerability. Comfort, find comfort, like it says comfortable solitude, right? Emotional sanctuary. Find comfort and solitude in your weekend ahead. You don't necessarily have to engage. Like you don't have to, like there's some sort of unrealistic standards or something here. Spirit is saying the bounce back is going to be real, and the bounce back is going to be assisted with divine intervention. But Spirit is needing you to withdraw from something that you may be going to out of despair or something like that. Okay. All right, so that's what I got for you, Pisces. I hope that these messages were able to offer you some guidance and clarity. If so, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button down below. I love you. What's up? What's good? What's going on, Aries? So let's jump in and check your weekend energy. Let's jump in and see what is the energy surrounding you in the weekend ahead, Aries. Guys, these are general messages, so just take what resonates and chuck the rest for someone else. Aries, it's 11:11. Make a wish. Let's see, Spirit. What's the energy around Aries? Happiness hater. So, Aries, you got somebody around you in the weekend ahead hating on, clout hungry, saying anything, says anything, does anything, makes up shit, dramatic. So somebody just, so you got somebody around you in the weekend ahead, Aries, that just doesn't want to see you doing good. They don't want to see you being great. If you're in a new relationship, this is someone that's trying to rain on that parade. This is possibly an ex that can't let you go, possibly a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. For me, this is Gemini, Taurus energy, heavy on the Taurus with the Hierophant right there behind it. And the Hierophant was in the reverse, Two of Cups in the reverse. This is definitely someone that is afraid that you're moving on to something else. Okay, so this is someone that is going to say and do anything. Come get the cat. Nothing. Let me see, Spirit. Show me how Aries is showing up. Show me how Aries is showing up. Show me how Aries is showing up. The Ace of Wands. So you're showing up as you're the start of something new. So you're starting something new. You're definitely in change. You're definitely changing something. You're definitely going towards something that you deem as good news. Okay. External influences here. The Chariot in the reverse. Someone that feels defeated, a coward. Okay. Someone that's going to try to present as an obstacle, potentially a Cancer. The challenge here is the Ten of Swords. The challenge is the Ten of Swords, a painful ending. So it looks like you're in the middle of starting something new, enjoying yourself, vibing high in the weekend ahead. And then here comes this wet blanket that can't get over the past or can't get over the breakup here. And it's like this person with cloud tracing says anything, does anything. And the challenge being the Ten of Swords, it does look like that this person, and it says gossip on this Ten of Swords, it does look like that this person may have some malicious words that interfere with whatever this is that you're starting new. What is your advice? The Two of Pentacles in the reverse. I have to be honest with you. Your advice is to recognize that this person's attempt is to bring in disorganization, to get you to neglect your priorities. So Spirit is saying the more that you focus on, keep your stuff, keep your reaction to this organized and composed, right? Stay focused on your priorities. Wow, the likely outcome here is the Emperor, and that is Aries energy. So I definitely feel like that the likely outcome here of this situation is stability and leadership for you. Apologies about that, Aries, but I definitely see the likely outcome of this situation is you having the upper hand, being the authority figure in this situation, and it's just a matter of really choosing to not allow this person to pull your focus from, the Two of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, torn in between two choices. I have to be honest with you. At the bottom of the deck, this happiness hater, I have to be honest with you. I was getting that earlier and I just didn't say it. Damn, I don't know what that is in between my nails, but that looks disgusting. Oh, chicken. This is giving me the energy that, you were kind of like looking for a reason to entertain another option, and whoever this Chariot in the reverse is, they disappointed or they let you down or something like that. And so it gave you the absolute, it gave you the reason to go ahead and start something new but I do feel like that whatever this new thing is, it was orbiting around you. It was around you. It was in your orbit. What the fuck am I hearing? Orbiting around you in your orbit. What am I hearing? I don't know. But whatever this is that you are starting new, it was around you. It was around you prior to this person giving you that reason to actually explore it and open up to that new opportunity, right? And I feel like that this person that can't move on from the past and that feels defeated is kind of upset at how swiftly you move towards that, right? And I do feel like that this is that energy of kind of Spirit wants you to remain organized in your response to this situation and as to how you let it affect you, because I don't want you to get caught in the middle of this youthful offer and something that has the potential to be it's just, you can choose between the Page of Cups or the Knight of Cups. I do feel like that you're torn in between the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. And I feel like that the Page of Cups is this apology that's coming from this person that's stuck in the past. Okay. I do feel like that there is true energy of like you hadn't completely disengaged from this Chariot in the reverse. Okay. I'm rambling. I'm doing too much rambling in these readings. What is the message of love here for this situation, Spirit? If this is love for my Aries collective, if this is love for my Aries collective, Spirit, what's the message? Thank you. Trust, Spirit. So Spirit is saying that this situation is calling for you to have to trust. So I do feel like that this new thing that you're creating, it is safe for you to trust in this situation. But Spirit is saying that you do need to do some self-care. There is a need to clear your energetic space and focus on yourself before fully embarking on this new beginning here, Aries, okay? Because I do feel like that there's a new beginning here. However, I just feel like that there's this energy of needing to fully disengage from this Chariot in the reverse, because this energy does have the potential to halt forward movement for you in what this new creative beginning, whether it be by malicious gossip. It's definitely it has the potential to bring about the 10 of Swords, okay? So what are the general messages for the Aries collective, Spirit, in their week? What are the general messages in the weekend ahead for Aries? General messages in the weekend ahead for Aries, Spirit. Thank you. So we have competition in the reverse. It says competition may be turning into rivalry or jealousy, creating pressure and unease in relationship. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like that you got an ex around you in the weekend ahead that is interfering and that has the high probability of interfering with a new beginning here. And this person definitely feels like that it was like, I have to be honest with you, this person, if I could just give you their perspective, whoever this Chariot is in the reverse, this person definitely feels like that you're moving too quickly from one thing to the next. And that is giving them the energy that this is something that was going on all along. So if that's the case, whatever it is that they've done, they feel like that you're using it as an excuse to justify your behaviors, okay? What is the most important thing for Aries to know walking away from this reading? Hopeless romantic, believing in fairy tales, idealizing love, constantly waiting, forever dreaming. I have to be honest with you. I do feel like that whatever this Ace of Wands is, I don't want you to idealize that situation, okay? I don't want you to stay in this Neptunian energy. I want you, if you're going to move forward to this, it has to be from the perspective of personal growth, right? So it has to be a place of where you can apply, a practical place for you to apply your lessons from your previous cycle, not just a place for you to take your mind off of another situation in your life, right? All right, so this could involve a Cancer, a Gemini, an Aries. Taurus, possibly. All righty, Aries, thank you all so much for supporting the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. What's up? What's up? What's good? What's going on, Taurus? So let's jump in and take a look at your weekend energy. Taurus, these are general messages, so just take what resonates and chuck the rest for someone else. All right. Let's see, Spirit. What is the overall energy? What is the weekend energy for the Taurus collective? So Taurus, it looks like somebody wants you back. Okay, so there's definitely someone that is wanting you back in the weekend ahead, and baby, they willing to, they willing to cause a shakeup to get what they want too. Okay, and if you've been communicating with this person, I get the energy of this person, maybe even kind of like, I don't know, just be mindful of what you say to this person, because they could be like being willing to bring y'all's conversations to the forefront. You understand what I'm saying? Like they're trying to, like they could be on your social media, rereading your text message, trying to see if there's any clues that you want them back or something like that. Let's see, Spirit, show me how is Taurus showing up in this energy in the weekend ahead. Thank you. So we have the Death card in the reverse for how you're showing up. The external influence, Nine of Cups in the reverse. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The Four of Pentacles in the upright, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I have to be honest. Somebody wants you back. This is a no. The universe is telling you to hold back from this situation. Unfortunately, whatever this situation is that's wanting you, it does go down in history as a missed opportunity. Okay, the challenge here is that there's a hard time accepting that this is a lost opportunity. This situation, I don't know, there was too much of a lack of foresight, too much lack of planning played into this situation here. I do feel like that I feel like that if the two of you are reconnect here in the weekend ahead, the likely outcome of that is some codependency. I just don't feel like the likely outcome of this entire situation is you just not trusting this person. So I do feel like that you are being advised to hold back and hold on to what you got. Okay, don't go invest in any situation into this person that wants you back. They're emotionally bankrupt with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Okay, and this person is looking for some sort of like surface level pleasures to bring them. The Nine of Cups in the upright is self-satisfaction. It is satisfaction, but it's satisfaction for you. In the external influence, this person is in the reverse. They're emotionally dissatisfied and they're looking to come your way. And that's why Spirit is saying, conserve your resources. Do not invest your resources into this situation because it doesn't yield a return on investments here. But I do see that you are having a hard time moving on from this person as well. You want this person too. This could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer, Gemini. So all of the water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Capricorn. Let me see, Spirit. Show me clear, concise messages. Even the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, sitting right beside your advice, the Four of Pentacles in the upright, that's the Five of Pentacles. Once this person, they want you back so that they can have some sort of greed. It says, like this card, it says greed, dissatisfaction, materialism. So like this person is coming toward you once they get what they want. The Five of Pentacles being left out in the code. The challenge is you're having a hard time accepting the fact that this is a missed opportunity. You're having a hard time moving forward. But Spirit wants to let you know that this is their form of protecting you because there is external interference here inside of this situation. Let's see, Spirit, give me the message of love here for the weekend ahead for the Taurus Collective. What is the message of love for the Taurus Collective in the weekend ahead? We have apologies. So I have to be honest with you. Whatever it is, I do feel like that you are getting an apology from someone, okay? I do feel like that you are getting an apology from someone. But it's like, I don't think that you're ready to, like, I feel like Spirit is telling you to conserve your energy. This apology is coming because they are emotionally dissatisfied. And that's not necessarily a horrible thing, but it is a horrible thing if you don't conserve your resources. And this person is coming towards you. They're apologizing, not because they feel like they're wrong, but because they are emotionally bankrupt without your presence. Okay. And so this Spirit is saying this person is coming forward for self-emotional satisfaction. So conserve what you feed into this situation. There's a need to really clear your energetic field and focus on yourself before acting here. Now, ain't nobody saying that, like, the timing matters here, okay? Divine timing is at play in this situation. So let's see. What is your general message here? What is the general message for Taurus in the weekend ahead? General messages for Taurus in the weekend ahead. Attraction. Yeah, you don't get it twisted. Y'all are both definitely attracted to one another, emotionally, physically, and all of that good shit, right? Strong attraction binds you and another person together. This connection is both emotional and physically drawing you closer. So I do feel like that you are physically attracted to this person and emotionally attracted to this person. However, I don't feel like that the two of you all are in an alignment. You don't get the Queen of Cups in the reverse for the likely outcome. Like, just because there's emotional and physical attraction, if you're not healthy and you don't know what to do with that, then it's not a healthy connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe sugar is horrible for you, but in excess, it is no damn good for you, right? And so Spirit is saying, hey, you have successfully set priorities around your life, and it's time to maintain those, okay? What is the most important thing for Taurus to know walking away from this reading, Spirit, about their weekend ahead? What's the most important thing for Taurus to know as it pertains to their weekend ahead? Thank you. Gaslight. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? Catfish. Like, this person may come towards you saying all the right things, and you know what I'm saying? There may feel like that there's an emotional attraction, and there's definitely a physical attraction here, okay? That's not a lie. However, there's broken promises here, and I'm not sure that there's been I'm not sure that you've really had the time to work through the disappointment that has brought you. And this person has a lot of confusion for themselves as well, okay? This person's reality is distorted, okay? Mm-mm. But this could be a Capricorn. I think I said that. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, a Capricorn, or a Gemini. Taurus, I hope these messages were able to offer you some clarity and guidance. If so, please don't forget to smash that thumbs up button down below. I love you. What's up? What's good? What's going on, Gemini? So let's jump in and check your weekend energy. Gemini, these are general messages, so just take what resonates and chuck the rest for someone else, okay? Let's see, Spirit, tap me in for Gemini. What is the energy surrounding the Gemini collective in the week ahead? So groupies, getting a lot of attention, just people really just a lot of people wanting to be around you. And be mindful of not, some, like, the energy around you. Someone may feel like a groupie, or someone may be treating you like a groupie, okay? Because with ego here at the bottom of the deck, it's about being mindful and not allowing some sort of ego, as a scarcity mindset to walk you into rejecting something that is actually meant to be inclusive, and it's meant to make you feel good, or someone else, or that's the energy that you're feeling. It's like, damn, I wasn't even trying to act like that. I was just trying to check and see what was up with you. You know what I'm saying? It's giving me that vibe. So let's see, how is Gemini showing up inside of this weekend ahead? So it definitely looks like someone is, like, you may feel like somebody's making you feel like a groupie. You may feel like someone's ego is getting in the way of this connection here. What's going on, Cosmo? That's exactly why he needs to stay away from that door. Let me see. How is Gemini showing up? How is Gemini showing up inside of this weekend ahead, Spirit? So we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Six of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Your advice is the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So yeah, the Magician is at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like I do see movement at the end of the weekend. So the likely outcome of the weekend is things get moving, but not before you take a second to really become like get down to earth and become responsible and really balance out. Like there's some sort of responsibility that needs to be taken care of. There could be this home-centeredness. You could focus on like just taking care of, like there could be a lot of, like, I don't know, maybe you got swept up in the attention that you was getting from someone, right? And kind of like allowed that to get in the way, or someone did like someone was getting a lot of attention and they kind of let that get in the way, because you're showing up as the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So it's like you're focusing on material pleasures. It's like you're abandoning the spiritual path. Okay. So it's like you're not really, you're not really focused on doing, you're not really focusing on doing the right thing in the weekend ahead, Gemini. I have to be honest with you. Thank y'all so much for smashing the thumbs up button. I think I even forgot to throw the little thing up in there for you, but what's that, Gemini? I do feel like that it's like you're not ready to do the right thing when it comes to this situation, but you also will accept the attention that it has to give you in the week ahead. And I feel like that I said yeah. I think that spirit wants, like, spirit is saying you're neglecting, that's creating this miserly mentality. Thank you, spirit. It's creating this miserly scarcity mentality, and it's causing you to reject. It's like you're refusing to do the right thing, but you're also rejecting this person that's trying to kiss your ass. It's like you're rejecting this person that's trying to kiss your ass, but you're also refusing to walk away. So whatever they're bringing you, you may act like whatever they're trying to do to get in your good graces, you may be taking full on advantage of that with no intentions of, like, you don't plan on recognizing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't intend on allowing this situation to blossom beyond whatever it is right now. No matter what they do, you already have in your mind, there's some sort of bad review that's already set in your mind here. And spirit is saying, before you continue to proceed in this situation here, there's a need to really get focus on your responsibilities, because there is a need to do the right thing here, but you're just not in the energetic space of wanting to do that. And spirit is saying, if you can address that and you can really, the Queen of Pentacles, do this self-care, then I feel like that at the end of this weekend, things get moving in the right direction. This could be pertaining to a Pisces, a Leo, a Taurus, an Aries, a Sag, a Capricorn. Let me see, spirit. Show me clear, concise messages. If Virgo, I mean, damn, if Gemini, if Gemini is, because I was looking at the Knight of Pentacles, and this particular Knight of Pentacles says Taurus, Aries on it. But for me as a reader, the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo, Leo energy. So just take that as it resonates, okay? But let's see, spirit. Gemini, if Gemini is relating to this message in love, can you please show me what is the message of love, please? Thank you. Vulnerability. So there's a need for you to be completely open with this person. There's something about working less and playing more. That's here twice. So it's like you may feel like that someone is like, I don't know, like not, you may feel like you're begging for someone's attention, or someone may feel like they're begging for your attention. And I do feel like that if someone feels like that they're begging for your attention, this is a mechanism. This is like, I do feel like that you are focusing way too much on some sort of material wealth, too much on working or something like that. But I also feel like that, like, it's kind of like you're using work, or this shift in this imbalance was created as a distraction from the fall from grace, the fall from grace that this person has had in your eyes. So this person disappointed you. So instead of continuously waiting around begging for this person's time, you signed up for extra overtime the last 2 weeks. So now it's like, damn, this person can't get your energy, can't get your time. And you see that this person is like affected by it. And instead of cutting back on it the next week, you still go back and you sign up for the exact same overtime, therefore making not doing the right thing, not making time to try to balance the scales out, right? So Spirit is saying this is a situation in the weekend ahead that you can be completely open and honest and have this conversation here. Let's see, Spirit, tie me in. This is for Gemini. This is for Gemini. What are the general messages for the weekend ahead for Gemini? Okay. Coexistence. It says you have balanced independence and connection in your relationships with mutual respect and support, fostering growth. So I do feel like that there is a need to really like balance independence and connection. Like, don't get so lost in this connection, okay, that you feel like you are begging for their time, but also don't get so lost in work that you're not willing to equally show up. Let's see, Spirit. Let's see. Clear, concise messages. Clear, concise messages here. What's the most important thing for Gemini to know walking away from this reading? Red flags. So there's definitely some warning signs, and Spirit is wanting you. Yeah, like there's definitely some sort of what goes around comes around. So definitely be mindful of not doing the right thing. It does bring about potential troubles. When you know better, you do better, right? And I did start out this reading saying that you may not want to do the right thing. Okay, so just keep that in mind here, Gemini. But that's what I got for you. I hope that these messages were able to offer you some guidance and clarity. If so, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Thanks. What's up? What's good? What's going on, Cancer? So let's jump in and see what is the energy around you in the weekend ahead. Cancer, these are general messages, so just take what resonates and chuck the rest for someone else, okay? All right, Cancer, let's jump in and see what is your weekend energy. Cancer, these are, you know that. You know these are general messages, so no need to give that spiel. Let's jump in. Ooh. All right, Cancer, so the energy around you, it's like some karma, bad karma is going around. But Spirit is saying there's this energy of understanding that this is just some sort of karmic ripple. And because of that, if you can understand that, then you can like remain unfazed and unbothered. You know, you can ignore this situation. You don't have to allow your reputation to precede you, or you don't have to allow your comfort zone to precede you inside of this situation, Cancer. So it looks like, yeah, Cancer, the Chariot in the upright. So Cancer, it looks like the energy around you in the weekend is choosing to rise above your natural reaction. So don't respond to situations the way that you typically would. Even if there's some sort of karmic ripple. So if you feel like, damn, I didn't deserve that, don't give it the normal reaction as to when you feel like you didn't deserve something. Instead, understand, okay, once I show a change of behavior and once I remain unfazed by this, it will show that I am no longer aligned with that reputation or something like that. But let's see, Cancer, how are you showing up in the weekend ahead? The Knight of Wands. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. And the World card in the reverse. See, the challenge is that whereas you may feel like that this is a situation that is done and over with and you don't want no parts of it, and you're the Knight of Wands about to embark on this brand new adventure, the thing about it is there's someone here that's not quite like, hold on. Like the challenge is that something's not over yet. There's still a karmic ripple that is affecting this situation here. And it looks like that the challenge here is that there could be some shortcuts being taken. There's no closure. Like literally, that's what the World card in the reverse says. It says no closure. So, I was getting ready to shuffle your deck. See, that's why sometimes it's a distraction when I'm channeling. But let's see, the World card in the reverse, and then your advice is the Fool card in the reverse, like holding back. You are being advised to hold back from your typical haste reaction here. Okay, like this is not the time. Like this is not the time to allow your reputation to precede you. I guess I don't know. Like, let me see. What's the clear definition of that? What is the true meaning of allowing your reputation to precede you? Yeah, so it's like this person has some sort of, because of their prior knowledge of you, this person has some sort of certain expectation. And there's something about not allowing, like they can have whatever expectation they want, but it's up to you to decide if you're going to confirm those expectations or not. And this is really saying that like this is a cycle that's not, the challenge is that this cycle is not complete, it's not closed, it's not closed, and you may be in desiring to embark on something new. The likely outcome here is the Queen of Wands in the upright. So I do feel like that the likely outcome here is this energy of being independent and determined. Okay, so I do feel like that holding back from this situation and not giving it that reputation response, I feel like that actually brings you, that actually like that brings about the closure. Okay, that allows you to become independent of this situation. This could be pertaining to a Leo, a Cancer, a Taurus, an Aquarius, Scorpio, a Pisces, an Aries. Let me see, Spirit, clear, concise messages. If Cancer is relating to this in love, if Cancer is relating to this in love, what is the message of love here? Different pages. You and this person are on different pages. And like Spirit is saying, you can't try to, like, don't make impulsive moves to, like, don't make impulsive decisions to start something new in the weekend ahead, because you may be assuming that something is done and over with and someone else isn't necessarily on that page. And you may say, hold on, that's their fucking business, that's their problem and not mine. Spirit is saying that's not necessarily true. I actually need you to hold back and not take any uncalculated, just don't take any risk in this weekend ahead, because they would be associated with bad choices. And Spirit is saying if you can hold back from that, then you actually get this energy of independence from whatever this situation is that you're thinking you're on the same page and you're really not. You and this person are definitely on different pages. So what are the general messages here? Y'all just had different expectations. You know what I'm saying? Just had different expectations of where you all were headed. So let's see, Spirit. What are the general messages coming through for the weekend ahead for Cancer? Thank you. So we have creativity. So your creativity is flourishing, allowing you to bring new ideas and perspectives in all areas of your life. So I definitely feel like that there is an opportunity to have a breakthrough here. However, there could be some sort of current limitations, and it's time to really reassess your approach to this situation. Okay. So I do feel like that you are being given an opportunity to have some sort of breakthrough and have some sort of new perspective here in this situation, but it requires you to just kind of like hold back from your perceived or your normal reactions. Okay. Most important thing for Cancer to know walking away from this reading. Sorry, Spirit, if I turn that back over. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Clear, concise messages. Most important thing for Cancer to know walking away from this reading. Thank you. Yeah, bounce back. You are about to bounce back, and Spirit is saying divine timing, and it did want to come out kind of wonky style. So it's like this weekend, the timing is not right, but you are, it says resilient after setback, recovering quickly, determined to rise again. Can't keep me down. Patience is required. Trust in the process. Perfect timing when it's meant to be. Okay. Don't be out here doing anything for attention. Somebody is out here doing any and everything for attention because they don't consider this cycle with you closed up. Okay. So, all right, Cancer, I hope that these messages were able to offer you some guidance and clarity. If so, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Peace, love, and light. What's up? What's good? What's going on, Leo? So let's jump in and take a look and see what does the energy look like for you in the weekend ahead. Leo, these are general messages, so just take what resonates and chuck the rest for someone else. All right, Spirit, tap me in. What is the energy? What is the overall energy? What's the energy for Leo's weekend ahead? What's the energy surrounding Leo in the week ahead? So we have girl fight. So there could be some competition, could be some argument. You got love on the brain. There could be some daydreaming, kind of nostalgic. But there's definitely this energy of arguments. Be mindful. There could even be physical altercations. I hope not. But there's definitely some sort of tension at hand for you in the weekend ahead, Leo. All right, Spirit, show me clear, concise messages for Leo for their weekend energy. Show me how Leo is showing up in the weekend ahead. How does the Leo collective show up in the weekend ahead, Spirit? So we have the Six of Wands. That is your energy. We have the Three of Cups. Ooh, shit. The Two of Wands in the reverse. The World card in the reverse. And the Two of Cups. You got to think, this is that energy of finishing your plate before you go for dessert instead of saying that you're full just so that you can have dessert. Okay. Your advice is the World card in the reverse, to recognize that there's a lack of completion, a lack of closure inside of a situation. You see, the external influence here is the Three of Cups. That's like your community is influencing you. You could be getting a lot of attention because how you're showing up is public recognition, self-confidence. You're probably getting a lot of attention right now. And I definitely feel like that is interfering with you successfully closing out a cycle. The Two of Wands is in the reverse for your challenge here. And there we go back to that lack of planning. So it's like you're moving into this external situation, Three of Cups, without properly closing out another cycle. This could involve it could involve a Leo, a Cancer. I was trying to say Cancer when I was saying Leo, but it's a Leo, Cancer, Aries, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer. Heavy on the Cancer here. And that is the external influence. So I do feel like that you're moving towards a partnership here, Leo. I do feel like that you're moving towards a partnership, but I just feel like that you're over romanticizing it, and therefore kind of like skipping some steps, taking some taking some unnecessary shortcuts, and because they're unnecessary, they're not useful, but they are damaging. Let's see, Spirit. So there's definitely a clash in interest here with what you're going towards versus what you need to focus on. Let's see. What if this is a message as it pertains to love for Leo? If this is love for Leo, what is the message of love on this message? Integrity, exactly. Integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? Does going towards this Three of Cups at this time in the weekend ahead, does it truly align with your morals and values? Or is there something that you can say truthfully that needs to be closed up before you proceed forward? Because I do see you going towards something that is giving you a lot of attention with a lack of planning. You may even be trying to secure your landing pad before you decide to close. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you may be trying to make sure that you've got somewhere to swing to. And Spirit is saying that's not the best way to handle this situation. The likely outcome, if you can accept this advice, the likely outcome is the Two of Cups. So the likely outcome of the weekend is some sort of partnership, but it's not before you, don't dismiss the red flags. It's not before you handle what needs to be handled first. General messages here for Leo. I almost wanted to call you Aquarius right there, so that could be significant. I have Scorpio at the bottom of the deck as well, Leo. Let's see, Spirit. What's the general message for Leo's weekend ahead? Boundaries. Yeah, there's a need to set, it says there's a need for you to set clear boundaries in your relationships, protecting your emotional space and fostering healthy interactions. We have memories in the reverse. You may be dwelling too much on past memories, missing out on present and future opportunities in love. You see what I'm saying? There's a need to set boundaries around going towards this Three of Cups situation at this moment, because there still is this energy of you like there is the past that is still lingering around you, and it needs to be cleaned up in order for you to have the harmony needed in order to have this unified love or partnership that is awaiting for you at the outcome. Okay. Most important thing for Leo to know walking away from this reading. I'm noticing the shoes here in this card. You see how those are dress shoes there, and then these are like some Chucks here. I feel like that there's like you're leaving one thing and going into something completely different, and there is a need to be like to create a healthy transition for yourself, right? What's the most important thing for Leo to know about their weekend ahead, Spirit? It's you versus you, nobody else. You versus you. Your only competition is yourself. You're in a level up right now. Yeah, damn, look, you're in a glow up right now. So the only competition is you. You're in some sort of personal transformation. So don't rush into this new cycle before you allow this transformation to fully stick and take place. Alrighty, Leo, I love you. I hope that these messages were able to offer you some clarity and guidance. If so, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button down below. What's up? What's good? What's going on, Virgo? So let's jump in and see what's going on with your weekend energy. Virgo, these are general messages, so please just take what resonates and chuck the rest for someone else. All right, Virgo. Let's see. All right. What's the energy around you? It says no facts. So it looks like that someone never has the facts and makes shit up, but they creeping. So it does look like that you have someone stalking, keeping a close eye on you. This person is doing this in silent. This person is definitely doing some sort of introspection, reflecting. This person wants you back. Be careful. This person could be ready to start some drama. Let's see, Spirit, how is Virgo showing up inside of this? So it says no facts, never has the facts. Make shit up and lies. But this person is steadily creeping on you. Or I don't know. Let's see. How does Virgo currently show up? Or how is Virgo showing up in the weekend ahead, Spirit? You could be over this person's shit. The Justice card, it is coming out like this, but I would turn that in the upright, okay? So it is saying that you're showing up as someone balanced, impartial, unbiased, trying to make a fair decision, but you can't, like, you're showing up as truth and honesty. And the card, the overall energy around you is no facts, make shit up. So I definitely feel like that there is someone around you that is constantly like, yeah, the Chariot in the reverse. There's something about this situation, could be a third party unhealthy social life that is without a doubt, this is without a doubt creating a blocked forward movement here. Let's see, external influence here. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, someone external to this situation is out of touch with reality. Damn, just that simple, huh? Could be a Scorpio or a Libra. So someone externally to you could just be being moody. We have the Six of Cups and the Six of Wands here, and it is coming out in the upright, and that's in the challenging position. So I definitely feel like that, like the desire to win is definitely creating a challenge here. I do feel like that someone is moody. Okay, I do feel like that someone is maybe being very sensitive. They're not looking like they're just not grasping the reality of this situation here in the weekend ahead. And I feel like that, like with this Librian energy coming out for how you're showing up, it's like you're showing up in truthful and honesty. And it's almost like because it's like someone's prideful and egotistical, and it is coming off because someone knows, like, I know I can take it to the bank. It's that energy here, okay? So let's see, what is Virgo's advice here? The Star card in the reverse. I do feel like that this situation is emotionally draining. Okay, I do feel like that this situation is emotionally draining you, but just be mindful of finding comfort in cold comfort, right? Like going for just doing like the truth, like going for pure black and white. I don't have the Five of Swords here, so I'm not getting that tit for tat. It's just kind of like someone could have been too sensitive to your, like, is just reading too much into your situation here. And I feel like that with this, your advice being the Star card in the reverse, it literally says cold comfort. So it's like, be mindful of like resting on that logic and that truth, and right, investigating thoroughly and going based off of the facts of this situation, to the point that, yeah, like you can see that this person is in their feelings for one reason or another. The Nine of Swords, yeah, this person has some sort of anxiety. I don't know. It says the pain will go away. So maybe this person is kind of like trigger happy. Maybe you and this person have recently had some sort of fallout or something like that. And so this person may be a little trigger happy in the weekend ahead. And Spirit is advising you to, like, instead of finding cold comfort in the logic of the situation, kind of like show a little compassion to where this person is being moody here. What's the likely outcome of this weekend for Virgo? The Three of Wands here. I do feel like that the likely outcome of this, I do feel like that there are some delays. I do feel like that there are some setbacks. I do feel like that you're going to be like, oh shit, I wasn't anticipating this. I didn't think it was going to be this hard. You know what I'm saying? Spirit is saying like, the likely outcome of this is like, feeling like you need to realign with your efforts, or like really like determine, is this something that you want to continue to apply yourself to, is basically what I'm getting here. Bottom of the deck, Spirit. Bottom of the deck. If Virgo is relating to this in love here, what is the message of love? This could be pertaining to a Libra, a Scorpio, a Leo, an Aquarius, maybe even an Aries, Cancer possibly. Awakening. So if you're relating to this in love, I do feel like that there is some distance from this person is absolutely going to help bring some clarity, because someone within this situation is undergoing some sort of spiritual transformation. And I do feel like that it could be this person in this Knight of Cups in the reverse energy. This person could be going through some spiritual transformations. They could just be going through this purging energy. And I do feel like that's some time apart, instead of like pushing for resting on your laurels, or just trying to, set the facts straight. That I don't think that brings you in the results that you're looking for. Whereas if you just take a second and really assess the situation up to now and determine if you want to move forward, it makes the upcoming conversation all the more concise and clear. All right, Spirit, show me what are the general messages for Virgo in the week ahead. So we do have the wealth card coming out, and it's in the reverse. So Spirit is saying over focusing on wealth may be causing a loss of sight of what truly matters, leading to dissatisfaction. So I do feel like that, you know what I'm saying, there is some sort of dissatisfaction that you are experiencing in your life, because the Star card is in the advice for in your position. So that means to really address some sort of pessimistic mindset. Okay, this pessimistic mindset is causing you to lack hope in a situation. And I understand that you're emotionally drained, but I don't think that I don't think that this situation is necessarily fully to blame for this emotional drain. And that's why Spirit is saying that, like, just allowing yourself to take some time apart and some distance and peace will help you see this situation clearly. And it'll also give you the space and the time that you need to maybe focus on balancing out your resources, so that you don't have to overly focus on your wealth right now. What is the most important thing for Virgo to know going into their weekend? What is the most important thing for Virgo to know about their weekend energy? Friend zone. Oopsie. It says platonic trap, unreciprocated feelings, stuck as friends, like a sibling to me, triggered. So I definitely feel like that. I don't know. I do feel like that a situation is being friend zoned here. Okay. It's like this person may not really know what they're wanting from this situation here. I definitely feel like that there could be some sort of grudge of feeling like someone is friend zoned here. There's definitely some sort of romantic, passionate connection that you and this person have felt before. However, it's right now that this person is not fully displaying this right now. And they themselves feel like that they have a justified reason to not display it. So take that as it resonates, okay? All right, Virgo, I hope that this message was able to offer you some guidance and clarity. Peace, love, and light. What's up? What's good? Uh-oh, 148.40. I forgot to completely timestamp you. I'll check it out. I'll make sure it's right. But what's up? What's good? What's going on, Libra? Let's jump in and check your weekend energy. Guys, these are general messages, so just take what resonates and chuck the rest for someone else, okay? All right, Spirit, tap me in for Libra. What is the energy surrounding the Librian collective in the weekend ahead? What is the thank you, Spirit? Damn, we got stalkers. So Libs, y'all could definitely have an obsessed person. Oh my goodness. There's definitely someone on the internet definitely keeping a close eye on you. But this person, Libs, they could be stalking, and there could be some online bullying, okay? There could be some online bullying here. Shit. Well, whoever's doing the online bullying, I'll say this. It does, like, the karma from that situation is legal proceedings. Okay. It is legal proceedings. And I'm not necessarily just saying that the situation, like this person bullying you, I'm not necessarily saying that that situation leads in legal proceedings. Another area of this person's life will hit the fan and result in legal issues. And that is a karmic ripple from the cyberbullying that they're doing towards you. Or Libra, if you're doing the bullying, that's the vice versa. Okay. But let's dive in and see what's going on here. Spirit, show me clear, concise messages. How is Libra showing up in the weekend ahead? How is Libra showing up in the weekend ahead, Spirit? So we have the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse here. So how you're showing up is you are disappointed, abandoning, withdrawing from a situation. External influences is could be a Capricorn, could be a Sagittarius. Someone feels like, I'm gonna be honest with you, external energies is someone is like jealous, self-centered, smothering. There's definitely someone is conflicted with you walking away from them here for sure. The challenge here is the King of Wands. Your advice is the Four of Cups in the reverse, and the likely outcome is the Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. So it looks like the likely outcome of the weekend ahead is, it does look like that there is some disharmony, misalignment, lack of collaboration here. There is a person in your challenge, and there is a person in the obstacle here. So it does look like that you're in the weekend ahead, you're choosing to leave behind some sort of vision. The challenge here is that someone feels like that they're not done, they're not finished, it's not over. There's still the bigger picture that the two of you all need to be focused on. And I do feel like that it's like you're telling this person they should have made that decision before creating the imbalance. I do feel like that Libra feels like this person created the imbalance. Someone here became too self-centered. And I feel like, Libra, you're going to tell me that this person became self-centered because external influences is self-centered behavior. So your advice is to have this sudden awareness of this, accept it, like Accept it, see it for what it is, and then make the decision to withdraw. I do feel like it says checking in for an alignment. See it for what it is and really see if this is a situation that you want to continue to proceed forward with, or are you ready to engage in a different journey? Because I definitely feel like that the likely outcome of whatever this is, I do feel like that there is some disorganization and conflict within this group, teamwork, collaboration. Like there's, for one, there's too many hands in the pot. Bottom of the deck is the King of Swords in the reverse, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. I just said, for one, there's too many hands in the pot, and here it goes at the bottom of the deck. Not to mention the mismatch energy that's already on the board. And that mismatch energy, none of that shit is even matched. Well, the Queen of Wands is. So this is let's see what does this mean for Libra if they're relating to this in love, spirit. If this is love for Libra, what is the message of love? What is the additional message if Libra is relating to this in love? This storyline could involve a Pisces, a Sag, a Capricorn, a Scorpio, a Cancer, a Capricorn. Spiritual lesson. Yes, this person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. And you know, spirit is saying, and be mindful, just because this person is meant to teach you a lesson don't mean you got to get out here and start violating your integrities and your morals, right? Let's see, spirit, show me what are the general messages for Libra's weekend ahead. We have health in the reverse. It says your health may be at risk and neglecting self-care could lead to burnout, okay? Or physical ailment. Goals. I do feel like that you're feeling uncertain about your future or what path to take. And so I do feel like that there's a lot of, I don't know, this is just the time for you to really retreat, withdraw from this situation instead of focusing on the bigger picture that the two of you are was creating. In the weekend ahead, it's time to really focus on your bigger picture so that you can begin to pour into your cup and get recalibrated for yourself. Does that make sense? Most important message for Libra to know walking away from this here reading. Plastic smile, absolutely. Like there's like whoever this person is in this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, this person is definitely like there's some hidden resentments behind whatever this person is. Like there's hidden resentment here, okay? This person is still holding on to the past, and spirit really wants you to withdraw from this situation. There's a major there's going to be something to celebrate. Major success in the forms of finances coming your way, and you don't really have the time to waste your energy here on this situation, okay? All right, Libra, I love you. I hope that these messages were able to offer you some guidance and clarity. Peace, love, and light.